Hi everyone, and welcome back to Style with Substance, and welcome to my financial wellness series. I wanted to open with a really strong and powerful video. So today's video is going to be all about the 6 laws of wealth, and these are taken from a book that I read called The Richest Man in Babylon. It's an amazing book to kickstarting your financial health, and if you want to hear what these 6 laws of wealth are, then definitely you're going to keep watching. The 6 laws of wealth come from the book called The Richest Man in Babylon. The book is by an author called Charles Conrad. I read this book about a month ago, and this is, without the rest of the year having passed, this is hands down one of the best books I've read in 2016. It basically takes you through the tale of a story of a man who goes on some travels and learns lots of things along the way, and has lots of different teachers to kind of teach him how to build his wealth. In a nutshell, it's probably not the best synopsis of it, but that's not the main thing. The main thing are the 6 laws of wealth that they spell out throughout the story, but also they kind of summarize right at the end. And I think these are applicable even now in modern day times. So I'm going to talk you through these, giving them a very sort of more real life spin, and tell you a bit about each one and how I'm implementing it in my life, and how you can do the same to essentially build your wealth or get on your way to financial freedom. So the first law is keep more of what you earn. Now that essentially means save more. They always say that if you own a business, you should pay yourself first, and I think that applies whether you own a business or not. So essentially, the way that the book describes savings as is it's the only part of your salary, if you get a salary, that is actually yours to keep. Everything else you get taxed on, you give away to other service or goods providers. You do with it what you will, but your savings will be the only money that's purely yours. And they always say put away your savings first before you do anything, and that is so true. So the book actually recommends that you save 10% of what you earn. Now, if you're in a position where you can do more than that, I would definitely recommend you do as much as you can. But make it consistent, make it the set amount every month, so that you know every month in your budget, this is going to be the amount that you choose to put away. And a percentage is easier to work from because it always takes into account, increases or decreases in what your income is. So I am currently, I would say I'm trying to save about 40% of what I earn, which is a bit more than the book suggests, but my kind of savings goals are different in that before I actually start having a savings pot, I want to get rid of any unnecessary expenditures and debts that I have, and then get onto my savings, because interest is essentially, it's a killer, and you want to just clear all your debt and then get to saving. So save part of what you earn, and that money is essentially yours. The second rule is to put your savings to work for you. So it's all well and good building up a big pot of savings, a big sort of sizable amount, but if you're not doing anything with it, then it almost becomes a useless chunk of money. I hear a lot of people say, they save for a rainy day, or they kind of put away money just in case they want to make some big expenditures later. But in reality, the whole benefit that you can derive from having savings is making them start to work and earn more money for you. So whether that is using your savings to put into government bonds and getting a payout every now and again, whether that is putting your savings in a high interest savings account, whether that is investing in property, there are many different ways that you can make your savings kind of grow without doing a huge deal. And in my financial series, I'm going to break down some of those different methods that people use to invest their savings. The third law of wealth is to get out of debt, and that is what I was kind of talking about earlier. So if you have credit card debt, loan debt, store card debt, any other types of debt, the first thing you should do is clear that. Because ultimately a lot of your money, and even more of your money, if you think about interest, goes to debt. If you have a credit card and you have a certain interest rate on that, then that's more money than you should be paying back. If you have a loan and you're paying interest on that, that again is more money that you should be keeping. So get out of debt first. So start a debt repayment plan, whether you kind of take it from the perspective that you look at all your debt and you sum it all into one figure, and then you set aside a percentage or a certain amount every month that you're going to put towards clearing that debt. Take whatever approach you want to clear your debt as quickly as possible. And with a lot of debt, sometimes there's an early repayment fee, but take the hit on that, honestly, because you will pay more in interest than you will on that early repayment fee over the lifetime of that particular debt. So clear your debt and then you can focus on building wealth. What they say in the book is the poor pay interest and the rich charge interest. The fourth law is to choose wise investments. Now, what is a wise investment for one person will not be for another person. It all depends on your personal circumstances and what you're knowledgeable about. So I would definitely say doing your research is a key part of this. If you're going to invest your money in something, and remember it's your money, so there's a huge value tied to it because you're not paying it out to someone else. These are your savings. You really want to think about what you're putting it into, and you really want to do your research and make sure that you're fully clued up on what you're investing in. Let's say, for example, you're going to invest in a property market in a part of the country or a part of the world that you don't live in. Naturally, you're slightly at a disadvantage because you have not lived there, you don't have the first-hand experience of what the market is like. You're kind of hearing it secondhand from other people, so you might not be the most clued up. But there's always ways to find out. You can, with the internet and the web these days, you can learn anything. You can listen to the news, you can read papers from that part of the world, or you can do whatever it is. You can do your research, and that is the most important thing when you're investing, particularly in a new market for you. It is good to diversify your portfolio, but don't diversify to the point that you are going into something that you completely don't understand. And it's okay to take advice from people. In fact, I would recommend that if you are investing in something you've never invested in, find a mentor, find somebody who's already embarked on such a journey and get advice from them, because there's nothing like having that first-hand experience from someone else and learning from their mistakes so that you don't go and make the same mistakes or worse ones. The fifth law of wealth is to increase your earning power, and I interpreted that possibly somehow differently to how other people might interpret that. So for me, increasing your earning power means having more sources of income, so having multiple streams of income. And people talk about this a lot, but ultimately all it means is getting money from lots of different sources rather than just one. So instead of just having a job and relying on that for all your income, try and do lots of other things to build income. That could be selling old clothes on Depop, for example. That could be, if you have a YouTube channel, monetizing your videos and earning money in ad revenue. If you have a particular skill, so you can do hair or you can do makeup, start to do that professionally and build up a list of clients and continue to grow in your skills and start charging people to do their makeup or hair. There are so many things that you can do to earn money, and there are so many ways, because of the internet, to make money, whether it's on social media or off social media. The world is your oyster. There are endless opportunities to have multiple streams of income. So if you have a blog, for example, or you have a website, you can, and if you have quite a big visitor count every month, you can charge people to advertise on your website. It's so easy now. Like, I think anybody can make money on the internet if you are smart enough, or if you do your research, or if you're creative enough. So increase your earning power, but also do that through training. If you have a job, then some companies will pay for you to undergo some sort of training course or gain some more qualifications. Take up those opportunities so that by the time you're ready for a promotion or you're ready for your next role in another company, you have an extra qualification to add to your CV that you can use ultimately to bargain for a higher salary. So there's lots of ways that you can organically grow your income and your earning power, and there's lots of new ways that you can bring in other different streams of income. And the final one is to safeguard a lasting fortune. Now, I would say that that particular one, that particular law is essentially doing a combination of all of the other 5 laws and doing it on a regular and consistent basis. So investing in things you know about, saving your money, investing full stop, having multiple streams of income. Ultimately, when you have a lot of wealth, or you have a business, for example, you start to bring on staff, and you know, you might hand down more of the responsibility to them, so you can go out and seek new opportunities. Safeguarding your fortune for generations to come, or for your kids or grandkids, it's quite important, because ultimately your legacy lives on, your wealth lives on, and you're able to afford the people that come after you the opportunities that you have had as a result of being really smart, and hopefully passing down some of that knowledge. Yeah, so those are the 6 laws of wealth. The reason why I was really excited about that book when I read it is because ultimately it completely changed my goals for the year, and how I'm going to look at how I spend money and how I structure my finances and my budget. So when I read the book, I decided that instead of kind of focusing on buying things for my channel, actually, that could wait, I wanted to focus on clearing all my debt in the start of the year, and then after that starting to really build up my savings pot. I have had savings before, I've done it, but never consistently, and I've never put in a huge amount of effort to it. So that is something that I really want to do. So I'm starting right from the beginning. So if you guys are new to this, I'm new to this. Like, we're all in it together. And it's as easy as soon as you get your paycheck, just divvying out a certain amount of money, and that can either go into your savings pot, or that can go towards clearing your debt. That's all you've got to do to start with, and then the rest I'm going to break down to you through a series of videos. So I'm going to have, I've got a video coming up with an entrepreneur who is a very good friend of mine and actually a family member, and we're going to talk all about starting your own business. I have a very good friend, and again a family member of mine, who's going to come on here and talk about investing in company stocks and shares, and some of the experiences and things that he's learned along the way. I'm going to get people on here talking about investing in property, or I might just talk about that even more. There's going to be a wide range of videos that I have on here which are going to talk about how you can invest your money. But I think in order to start talking about investing your money, you have to have money to invest, right? Like, we've got to start from the beginning. So I'm taking it right from the grassroots, and hopefully we can all grow in knowledge, understanding, and wealth and financial freedom together, because ultimately that's really why I'm doing it. I would hate to get to a point in my life where I felt like I was depending on one source of income for survival. What if I lost my job? What if the economy crashed and companies were no longer employing? What if I was made redundant? What if I was injured and couldn't work? You know, so many things can happen, and if you've got all your eggs in one basket financially, kind of leaves you quite vulnerable, and I don't want to be in that position. Part of the reason why I started my YouTube channel, because when I began YouTube, I saw it as another career path, another source of income. Now I've actually kind of gone 360 and found it as a great way to connect with people, to learn things. I've learned so much just from watching YouTube videos. But also it's something I'm really enjoying, I'm really passionate about. I love creating content. It's allowed me to express myself creatively and verbally. Anyway, I digress. Those are the 6 laws of wealth. I encourage you all to read the book. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. I'm going to link to it right there. Go and buy it on Amazon, or download it, or do whatever you can. But read that book, because it's crucial financial knowledge. I feel like we should have learned about this stuff in school. But hey, I'm here. I'm going to set up my own financial syllabus. If you guys are interested in continuing to watch, then stay tuned. I'm going to create a playlist just for these types of videos. So anyone new to my channel, you can just kind of click on that and watch all the ones that I create along the way. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really excited about starting this new series, and I hope you are excited about seeing what's to come. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any more of the videos that come. Follow me on Instagram. I will link my channel, my profile down below. I'm also on Snapchat. I also have a Facebook page, so do go and give it a like. And I'm on Twitter as well, at SWSblog. And I'm also on Depop, and I'm selling lots of old clothes, or clothes that I haven't really worn, so dresses, coats, skirts, all sorts. Go and check that out. My details will be linked down below as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you're looking forward to the rest of the series, because I certainly am. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!